Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to walk you through how to create a visual schedule in Ella. Visual schedules can truly be a game changer for neurodivergent kids. They help clarify expectations, they reduce anxiety, and they help build independence by showing each step rather than relying on repeated verbal reminders. In this video, I'll walk through a real-life classroom example. Let's say that we need to support a student who's finding a sequence a little bit tricky. Raising your hand to ask to go to the bathroom, walking safely in the hall to the bathroom, and then washing your hands independently. So stick around for a few minutes and I'll show you how to use Ella to quickly create multiple personalized visual schedules, and then we'll explore some of the simple ways that we can customize those visuals to truly meet students' individual needs. All right, let's jump in. Once we've signed into our accounts, we'll choose our student's profile. Today we'll be creating personalized supports for a student named Ava. Next, we'll add in our first challenge of the sequence, so asking to go to the bathroom by entering it into the text box and then just pressing submit. And it will only take Ella a moment to generate some resources for us, and once we get them, we will want to choose the schedule option. When we click on the resource we want, a draft outline will appear. This is where we want to review the bullet points carefully as it directs our narrative. And this is a place where we can get extra specific and even add in our teacher's name if we want to. So this is where we can type in Miss Jessica. Next, we have the option of adding and supporting characters. Since we included Miss Jessica in the text, we should probably add her into the story. And the last step is choosing one of the 12 art styles available and then pressing enter. And now we just give Ella a couple minutes to generate the schedule for us. Once our support is ready, we'll open it up and take a look. There we go. So open up our first schedule. Now there are two ways to view schedules. This is grid view, and now we're going to switch it to list view. On the left-hand side, you'll notice checkboxes next to each step, which students can check off as they complete each one. You can share this with a student if they're using an iPad, or you can print it out for them on a physical piece of paper. Either way, they can check off each step as they do it. If we forgot to add in a step, we can always do so at any point by clicking on the plus icon at the top of the page, and then just describing the topic that we need and clicking add. And a new visual will appear in our set. Something else that we can do is swap characters. For example, if Ava's teacher is away and we want to include her principal instead, we just locate the image with her teacher, click modify, and then swap character and select a new character in her place. So we'll choose Mr. Bill. And then just press swap. Now, while we're waiting on that to happen, we can edit the text title. So instead of wait for Miss Jessica, we wait for Mr. Bill. And now take a look at the left-hand side and notice how doing this in one visual instantly swaps the character in every visual within the set for a seamless update. Easy peasy. Let's say you love your set, but your student responds better to comic drawings. With a click of a button, you can easily restyle the entire set of supports by heading into Modify, then choosing Restyle without having to start over. And if you're happy with the results, just press Keep and the entire set will update. Let's take a quick look at our new supports that are now in comic style. Perfect. Okay, moving on to our second support. So next in our sequence is teaching Ava how to safely walk in the hallway to the bathroom. We'll type that into the text box and press submit. And once the supports are generated, we'll want to choose the schedule option once again. And just like last time, we'll review our draft outline and add in our custom details to make it exactly what we need it to be. So here we'll take out the first bullet point and then change our final destination to the bathroom instead of library or the classroom. In the next step, we'll choose our characters and a style, and we're just going to stick to comic to stay consistent. And in just another few minutes, we have another set of supports that help Ava get to the bathroom. Let's take a look. We'll open those up and just ensure that every point in our outline made it. It appears so. Excellent. So lastly, we need one final schedule for Ava to complete her full sequence. We need a step-by-step guide for hand washing. So that's what we'll type in and press submit. Something really great is that if not enough information was given, Ella will prompt you with questions to ensure you're getting the supports you really need. Thank you, Ella. We will choose option 2. And once again, we choose the resource that meets our needs, review the draft outline and tweak anything within it, choose your characters, then the style, and then just create schedule. Now that all of our supports have been created, let's take a look at our downloading options. With Ella, we have the power to choose our layout in terms of orientation and how many images we want per row. So we'll just download a couple of examples to see what's possible. We can print these out and laminate them for a student's desk or bind the 3 supports together and create an on-the-go handbook. This is just an example of what it could look like, and your student could check each box off as they complete the step. Additionally, it is really easy to share these supports with your student's entire support team with just a click of a button at the top there. Let's just quickly take a look at our 3 schedules again. So here we can find them all in our library. Ella was created because kids deserve better than one-size-fits-all symbols. They deserve all the details. They deserve personalized supports that feel relatable, engaging, and as unique as they are. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. To create visual schedules like these on your own or your students or your neurodivergent child, just visit ella.kids and see how easy it is to get started.